Hey everyone, my name is Justin Amos, and in this video I'm going to show you 7 ways that you can improve the value of your home before you get ready to sell. If you're not looking to sell, well, this is still a good video because who doesn't want to improve the value of their home? So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so tip number 1 is new paint. And it's like they say, slapping new paint on an old barn. This is pretty much the same concept. So you don't want to use just any paint though. You want to use light neutral colors such as white, eggshell, gray, colors like that for 2 reasons. The first reason is you want to make the room appear brighter than it may be. And the second reason is you want it to match the furniture that you have in the room. If you choose colors like red, blue, green, etc., your buyer may have different color furniture that doesn't match that and they can't really imagine a different color. So you need to remove that obstacle from them by painting with these light colors. Doing so will make the process a lot easier for your customer to see themselves being in your home. Tip number 2 is to replace your fixtures. This is not a very costly update, but it will go a long way with potential buyers. So things like this include faucets, doorknobs, hinges, handles, light fixtures. Make sure that your sink isn't leaking. Make sure that all the lights work in your house. This isn't seen so much as an investment when you get a return on your money, but it will help your home sell faster because the buyer will notice these things and it will make the home appear more up to date, and that's what buyers like to see. Tip number 3. Now that you have a fresh coat of paint and some new fixtures, shed some light on the situation with some new lighting. It doesn't have to be fancy and you can have it done fairly cheap. So you want to have a light that is warm and inviting and will put the emphasis on the fixtures and the paint that you just had done. Doing these 3 combinations between lighting, fixture, and paint will do wonders for the resale value of your house. Tip number 4 is your kitchen updates. And by this, I don't mean you need to gut your kitchen and install new appliances. However, if you do have a home that needs updates from the 70s or something, by all means, go and update that, put some new appliances in. But in general, you don't need that. You only need to focus on 3 things, and that's a backsplash, countertops, and refacing your cabinets. If you can only do one of the 3, one's better than none of these. But pick one of them, or 2, or all 3 if it's in your budget, and work on that. You hear kitchens and bathrooms sell houses, and it does play a lot of weight on buyers' decisions. So keep your countertops looking sharp. Tip number 5 is to get away from carpet and stick with hardwood if you can. Now, this can be a costly renovation, but there's several options that you have. The first option is having hardwood installed. This is going to be the most costly, and I wouldn't recommend it if you're on a budget unless you're in an area where all the comparable homes have hardwood floors. Then you might want to have it installed. You can keep it in your bedroom if you want to keep some of the cost down. But sometimes you get lucky and the hardwood is under the carpet. In that case, you just have to rip that carpet up and refinish your hardwood floor. And another option you could do is to do a floating floor. If you do a floating floor, it'll be a lot more cost effective, but it won't give you that higher end luxury look of the hardwood floor. I wouldn't stress too much over the hardwood floor because it can be one of the more costly options to renovate your home. Tip number 6 is staging. And this can really help sell a house. Many people look at this option, they see it on HGTV. It's something that can be rather costly, but it can help sell your house. Another alternative is to make the home look as spacious as possible. So things that you can do is to declutter by getting things out of your closet, making the cabinets look more open, rearrange the furniture to make it appear bigger in the room so the buyer will see the potential in your home. This may seem a little bit over the edge, but if you know that a buyer is coming, you can bake a pie or you can light some candles and you can make the home seem that much more inviting. Tip number 7 is landscaping. This is possibly one of the most important things you can do to your home. The first thing a buyer is going to see when they look at your house is the curb appeal. So what do they see when they first look at your house? Are there weeds in the driveway? Are there leaves in the yard? Can you look directly at the house? Or is there a tree blocking it? Are there bare patches in your yard where there's just dirt? These are important things to look at just as much as things you can do to your house, such as mulch, flowers, play sets for kids. Make sure that branches haven't fallen on your roof. And you can make sure the gutters are cleaned, make sure that the yard's just cleaned up, it looks good, because that's what the buyer's going to see. They're going to see it in the pictures when they're looking from the MLS, they're going to see it from the road, and that's what's going to catch their eye. So having a good front yard doesn't take a lot of expense usually, but it'll go a long way when you're trying to sell your home. These are my 7 tips for improving your home's value. Did you see anything that I missed? What would be on your list? Drop a comment below, and if you got value from this, like it and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video.